official match. But... So it looks like all players are ready now. Dogs
I remember
heroes.
I remember it was such a struggle because when I went back to PS2, I was so used to PC mechanics, I was blocking and stuff to sprint.
Oh yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, after that I just kind of stuck to my guns and went back to PC because I just couldn't feel it.
Looks like Jog is opting to just, from the start, take out health droids.
That's... I mean, as a person, I was always kind of a fan of this. If they're like if you're going to play a heal heavy match, lightsaber heavy match, I was always like, yeah, let's just destroy the health droids. But I've kind of shied away from that recently. So I mean, I kind of see the strategy, no doubt. But
well, Lack and Ahol definitely abuse it. Well, I don't want to say the word abuse, but they do use it to its fullest extent.
It definitely. I mean, it makes it so you have to be straight up, and if you're at low health, you're either going to have to play aggro into them, or you're going to have to play really passive. So, I think it's definitely set up to be more of a passive match at the moment.
Yeah, it's I
mean,
a little bit of feeling each other out right now.
This is reminding me so far of the one or the two I think Huey has of PS2 scrims on his Twitch. I've watched them a couple times. And it was just literally the villains chasing the heroes around the map or like shadowing them, and then eventually kills would happen because they get lucky. This is what it looks like to me right now. It's just a bunch of shadowing.
Yeah, but just like their match with Sketch and William, it's even if they do play it passive, it's eventually, whether or not people get impatient or just usually that first blood kind of sets the tempo.
Now you see, this is the one time that passivity it screws with you because Lag actually just got messed up by Ahol, and the Jog players were in no position to take advantage of it. Lag was on the ground and he was down. So, but at the same time, you don't expect that, but it's still, if you're in a position to take care of that or to playing close to them, then you can capitalize on that.
So let's see. Get our clocks out because it looks like Isaac is sitting on power.
So does where Ahol sits, does that count as high camping too?
I don't believe it's actually taller than the octagon. I think it is if you're on the very top.
Yeah, if you're on the top of the bubble, I guess. But I think otherwise, yeah, you're correct. It's lower.
I meant to mention this in the rules, but I mean, it's more about the intention of it, I guess. Like, if everybody's on arena, then obviously it doesn't matter because you're still on even ground,
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's as tall as the octagon. It's mostly about, like, in comparison to where your enemy is, honestly.
Should have equipped the players with shock collars, and every 30 seconds they get shocked while they're on the Does like a tick of health.
Actually pretty funny. Looks like villains are kind of
okay. Shit. Yeah, they're definitely starting to put the pressure on. Rabbit had to use I think a triple jump's worth of stamina, but it's not like again like a ninja or a fierce or a many. You're not going to see somebody take advantage of that. They're completely safe doing that type of play. Ahol's eating a saber throw too at this point though.
If anybody wants to go make popcorn, had a couple minutes.
We've started the arena wars, but Ahol's actually out of position, and he's gonna float away.
Very much so.
This
and Lack is nowhere near him, but he does have Isaac's attention.
That's actually a really interesting one-on-one. Lack might actually be in a rough spot. I say that, but Isaac I don't even know how he completely fumbled that, and he's gonna die for it. That was really poorly played by Isaac and extremely well played by Ahol to capitalize on that.
It's like Rabbit should be dead here. We do have first blood going to Lack and Ahol.
Yeah,
they almost messed it up.
That was close. I was gonna say that Lack actually was in a very horrible spot because he actually lost the war. He got pushed off with no stamina or close to it. But he jumped back up, and Isaac just kind of walked off arena and didn't even push him. He pushed way too late. So
Isaac kind of just Lack jumped back up, and Isaac was like, "I don't want to be here," and he walked away.
Yeah, I mean, he had every opportunity to take advantage of that, and he did not. So I don't know what happened there.
Maybe the comps or
Obviously,
something about Rabbit being like, "Oh, Vader's near" or something. I don't know. Maybe something happened that aspect that made him shy away from the fight. But
Lack is low enough to want to heal, so they've repositioned for that.
yeah, they went to go destroy a lot of the house droids, but they didn't destroy the one where they start at. That was your
Yeah.
plan from the beginning. You feel like you would have not missed that one.
Perhaps it's the one that Isaac loves to talk about selecting one and saving it. Perhaps that's the one he and Rabbit have picked to save, even though it's the most common one that gets destroyed. So,
Yeah, it does. Well, besides the hero's corner, it does seem like they tried to destroy most open area ones.
I will say the good thing about Rabbit and Isaac, but I think it goes both ways. Maybe I don't know A-Hole's mentality or personality that well. I definitely know Lax, but for Isaac and Rabbit, I don't think they're prone to tilt. I think they're very fine playing whatever tournament game that happens, and I don't think a deficit is going to cause them to get off of their game. So,
yeah, I definitely don't think they tilt. I know definitely Isaac probably wouldn't. Rabbit,
yeah,
I'm not
and
100% sure, but she seems like she'd be a very hard person to tilt.
I know Lax the same way. I've only heard stories about A-Hole. I've never hung out enough with him to give a viable opinion on that, but that's definitely one thing that's good for Isaac and Rabbit is I don't think they will ever lose their cool.
I'm willing to bet though that Isaac and Rabbit aren't as passive as William SketchUp would be. So
Yeah,
William SketchUp
I mean,
literally just opted to just not even shatter them and just stay on the
there's
other side of the map.
there's again another moment I'm talking about. Lack, whether intentionally or not, maybe a bait, who knows? But he's like walking into backslashes from A-Hole and it's knocked him a couple of times.
Looks like we have a pause here.
They got on Octagon first.
It seems like they didn't even need to call a pause, given the way the match was going. They would have just had time to do whatever they were doing anyway, and still not give up a kill.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that I don't see Rabbit making. She hasn't advanced at all, except a couple times, and then she's just backed out with a couple jumps or something like that.
Yeah, so it looks like Rabbit is the one who has to do something. She's still not moving and typing.
Yeah.
And then apparently, A-Hole's also having controller issues.
Either that or Lack is. I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. Now we've got a pause from the villains.
In answer to your question, Yunez, it is currently 2-0 for A-Hole and Lack. In about 20 minutes, well, about 15 minutes of gameplay, give or take.
Has it been 15 minutes?
10-15, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's been a bit slow. I don't expect the Volt Viking versus. Who do they play?
Good question.
I don't expect their match to be this slow though.
Oh, it's Roland Ferrari. I don't think it'll be
yeah,
that slow.
yeah, I definitely don't expect their match to be slow like this. Granted, slower paced because you know you're getting towards the end. You know, nobody wants to lose. You're gonna play a little bit more safe, but I don't think it'll be like this. I think this is probably the last match we'll see that is this slow paced. I would assume.
Yeah, because I think that the teams from now on that Lack and A-Hole are going to match up into are going to force a bit higher of a tempo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of agree with that.
So far, we've seen passivity from both teams, whereas you know Lack and A-Hole can still play passive, but the other team can still apply pressure. And right now, we're not even really seeing a team apply pressure.
The interesting thing will be whoever Lack and A-Hole match into, and whether or not that higher tempo hurts them overall.
I think it does, depending on. I think it really depends on some of the situations they end up getting themselves into. Like, I think if
Yeah.
they become split, like, not that Lack is a bad player, but I think individually, Lack doesn't have the strongest mechanics. So, like, somebody versus, like, Naga and Ninja, like, if Naga can just keep A-Hole distracted, I believe Ninja will beat Lack, like, 99 times out of 100 fights in a 1v1, and he can push aggressively into Lack and probably win that fight. Lack BRB. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're about to just go to the wind Isaac and Rabbit at this point.
Is that even a thing? BR bead?
Apparently. You're right, backed.
I'm actually, if I'm gonna keep playing with controller, which I feel like is the only way I play Force halfway decently, sometimes I have to, I think, swap some stuff around because right now the cord that goes into my PS4 controller like comes disconnected randomly.
You play mouse and key for Conquest, right?
Yeah,
I would feel like controller would be terrible Conquest.
It definitely caps your skill, but you're also really annoying to play against because the movement is just. We play, obviously the only controller player I know that I've played against is a European, so it's amplified by that, but I mean the guy's like literally gliding across the ground. It's hard to hit controller players. But you, on the opposite hand, have issues with aiming and stuff and throwing deads quickly. So
I mean, I already have my. I would use mouse and key for ECO 100%. Like if I played Conquest, I would not care to play with controller.
Any shooter I play mouse and keyboard now, so it's.
Yeah, it just feels natural for me to play a shooter with mouse and key. My issue is I feel like I can't get a low enough sense. Like I have my sense set to 0 on 800 DPI and ISO. It just feels too high for me. I play quite a low sense across all my games.
Yeah, me too. Yes, it has started. It's 2-0 for Lack and A-Hole, and we've had about 5 to 10 minutes of pause worth. 5 minutes, I think, actually, roughly.
Yes, it has started, but we can promise, yeah, you haven't missed much. Looks like it's resuming now.
Yep.
Now that Lack has gotten the Fruit Bowl issue out of the way, maybe he's ready to play aggressive into Jog.
Parenting duties always come before games. People remember that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying he's wrong.
And we have a rapid relocation to the Octagon, which turns into a relocation to the Jog group. This is always so interesting for me because, like, me as a player, when I see somebody do a jump like that, I'm like, okay, let's home in because he's low on stamina. But you're not gonna able. I don't think you're gonna see that this match is actually Lack is made a play on the Rabbit. Yeah, Rabbit's in a. I said a rough spot. Oh, it is a rough spot. I thought Lack tumbled with her, but that was not the case. And now it's Isaac that is in a really rough spot because he's kind of stuck in a corner. I say that, but where was the other villain? Yeah, the other villain just wasn't present to help with that 2-on-1. I feel like, and I think we're gonna go 1-to-1 there and back out.
Especially given HP, I feel like the Vader should have been the one to go down and push the issue because there's no way Obi could just kill him with a combo like that.
I definitely understood the play that Lack was making, but he mistimed, I think, how much stamina Isaac had and when the block was going to go down. I mean, obviously, Maul's combo is extremely hard to get out of unless you have stamina and you can reposition yourself, and Isaac still had both of those, so...
Yeah, definitely. I can understand the play was going for it, but I think, optimally, regardless of what was going on, putting the choker on the ground with him would have been a better choice. Because, I mean, as you can see, right, like, he could just kill them all really quickly. So you can just kill him with the combo. Yeah, with the Vader, you can't do that. Assuming
on top of that, yeah.
He's not low.
Yeah, and PC's notoriously difficult to land chokes on when you have your teammate on top of the enemy. So, like that. So,
not seeing much aggression, but still seeing a lead for the villains.
I'm seeing A-Hole every now and then definitely try and force a play. Ooh, that was actually really good. Unfortunately, didn't keep comboing. This is actually... Suddenly the tempo has amped up quite a bit.
A-Hole.
Yeah,
tumbled,
but I mean...
Lack has got him. Oh, but Lack tumbles to the Obi.
I don't. I guess. Yeah, we're gonna have Isaac loses his life for that, and then A-hole chokes Lack. Rabbit jumps back onto the roof. The shit show has ended with a 2-0 for the villains.
Yeah, that felt like Rabbit really gave up a free kill when she just went up there and backslash, and then it was like, oh no, Lack is choked by A-hole, and now Rabbit really has a chance to actually get out of here.
Yeah, the
And then she
interesting
jumped
thing
back
is,
up.
well, the interesting thing is, if she had jumped, ooh, they both spawned Arena. That was smart. The interesting thing is actually if she had jumped slightly more to the left, I think Lack would have died because I don't think Lack would had time to blow because of how fast he jumped back up. But you know, it didn't happen, so they got out of it with the 2-0, and they're in a good position. They're extending the lead rather than losing it. Fun fact: a health droid, according to this HUD that I use, does 25 ticks of health per second. 25 ticks of health. It ticks for 25 health.
Great block by A-hole there. Lack
He's
picking
had
up a
some
kill onto
pretty-
Isaac.
Yeah, and
Now they
Rabbit
can-
was actually tumbled for a second there too.
Now if they can pick up the 2v1, but
Did I see a Mace Windu?
no.
Okay. I thought Isaac might have been Mace Windu for a second. But...
Isaac's already in though. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
he's
if
on
A-hole...
Octagon.
Oh, he gets the
Oh!
aerial off.
That
And the
was
saber throw.
Nice. I don't know if intentional, but it was really nice.
I was about to mention that. I'm not
A-hole
sure
was
if
low.
that was the smartest choice, but I mean, he ends up getting them a kill out of it. Isaac kind of just walking up to him and taking that aerial. I can't see why Isaac would have walked up that close to him to begin with.
If he had been quicker and gotten the backslash, it would have been good. But he was much slower than I think he knew he was. On top of that, the Vader aerial is quicker on PC because of TPS or whatever you want to call it. So it comes down quick, and it has a large hitbox. Abbott actually got tumbled, but Lack didn't capitalize on it quick enough. He's now tumbled, and
Great
the
choke
choker
save by
actually-
A-hole.
Yeah, and Isaac has been uncharacteristically, I think, out of position quite a bit so far.
He looks like he should be dead here. There's a lot, yeah. Looks low on
He's not-
stamina, got a lot of
Yeah.
pressure.
I think that Isaac is very well known for being. I think having two thoughts at the same time. Sorry. He's very well known for being in position to save, even despite whatever your teammate's doing. And you've seen multiple times now where he's been extremely far away from Rabbit, and A-hole has not been far away from Lack. And I think that honestly, that's part of being in a 2-on-2. Like, Isaac can't do what he would like to ideally in a 2-on-2, as opposed to a 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. So, because it's much easier to mark and keep an eye on where he is when you're in a smaller scrim.
Yeah.
So, I think it's definitely something that's going to be hard for him, and it's so far I think been very hard versus these two.
Do you think Isaac and Rabbit are regretting that they didn't get rid of that health droid in their spawn? Because A-hole and Lack have been utilizing it quite a bit.
I mean, they still haven't gone for it, so I'm assuming there's still something at least planned in there, or they don't want to, or
Rabbit
whatever you
tumble.
want to call it. Yeah, but Isaac actually had a
Good
good
push
push there.
by
2 good
Isaac.
pushes. I think Lack was
Oh,
actually.
I'm surprised he didn't get
momentarily
choked there. Looks like the fight should be resetting now. The score is actually 2-10. The villains definitely have quite a commanding lead.
It's still single digits though, and I think that I think this might even be more heroes sided still. I think that you're going to see Lack and A-hole be very hard to play against on heroes, but single digits, you can still make a comeback if your choker is able to capitalize.
A-hole using the
On
health
villains.
droid.
Yeah, he's doing it again, and that was an interesting jump, but I mean,
Rabbit choked. What is Isaac going to
yeah.
do about it? He gets a push. Yeah, I don't know if that was the right
yeah.
choice.
Yeah, I mean, again, you just taunting. Again, like Isaac's on the low ground, and Rabbit is not. Rabbit is out of position in line of sight of a choker, and it results in Isaac being forced into a horrible position or letting her die. And he chose to go to the position. It didn't work out. Isaac is on Luke.
And did you think since they're really not playing aggressive at all, do you think that's messing with Rabbit? Because she's not really known to be a passive player, and this is something that's probably not exactly where she's comfortable playing.
It's possible. I think that they've also just been straying away from what they've wanted to do. I think initially they wanted to play in the city a lot. You saw them try to, and then they've been kind of following the villains around. Like the tempo increased all of a sudden. You know, he saw a bunch of kills back to back, and the thing is I don't think Isaac wanted to do that, and maybe Rabbit does. Who knows? But I think that they're just getting thrown off a plan that they had set, and that's what's really screwing with them. But it's possible. I don't know, like. You're definitely going to struggle with lines of sight on choking all the time, especially when you're playing as something as quick as Vader. But there's been quite a few times now where Rabbit's been in a line of sight of a choke, and it just happens, and then they're struggling to take care of it. That's a great double push.
Yeah, Rabbit's in a very bad spot here now. Yeah, she should definitely be cleaned up here.
Yeah, I mean, Isaac didn't even go for the push he's blocking, and that's something I've tried to tell Josh a lot is when you're in a situation like that, the only thing that's going to get to you is a choke there. You know, it's not going to be a push. As I say that, Isaac's going to die to the choke.
Sure what the game plan there was with that double jump, but 2-14 now. This has gone very one-sided.
Yeah, it's...
Rabbit's in by herself. Lack is actually forcing onto her.
And she's... Oh,
that was a really great push, and does she get to...
Yeah,
she does finish off the kill. Great 1v2. Isaac's in.
And he's
back
on
Obies now.
And that was a...
And Lack gets...
That is not how you play a 2-on-1. No disrespect, but that's not how you play a 2-on-1. He dashed in, did not use center or perfect block. You know, center dash, perfect dash, whatever you want to call it. Did not use that in Obi's kit, and then Rabbit leaped into a combo.
Rabbit back on Luke.
Good on Lack to trust in his maul, but yeah, that's not how you do that.
The maul combo is a bit scary, especially in a small area like that. You probably just want to get away. Isaac's tumbled. He's going to swap, I'm guessing. Yeah, he does. He's untumbled now. They're quite split. Oh, Isaac got choked, but hold it.
Now Rabbit's choked.
That's pretty far.
But yeah, again, Rabbit's on a roof in a line of sight of a choker. He gets choked, and Isaac's on the ground. He can't do anything about it. I say this. I think he's actually doing a good job in this 2-on-1. Lack's going to presumably die here. I think he has redact, actually.
Yeah, that's...
He's going to lose it there, but I'm almost positive that was not a canister at the start of there, and Rabbit's going to clean it up for a double.
Yeah, it looks like we end up getting... Is that a 2 for 3? Let's see. We got Lack with 15, A-hole with 3.
Yeah,
so
it was legit reduct. That's
yeah, that was a reduct from kills, not from a canister.
And I mean, again, Rabbit's getting choked. This time, Isaac was in a position to get the push off, but I mean, he's forced to get into a bad position with Lack behind him.
I'm very surprised A-hole didn't pick up that kill there when Rabbit was tumbled.
It's actually insane how well Lack and A-hole are exploiting Isaac. Isaac has been completely forced off his game this entire time. That was an interesting tumble.
Yeah, I was going to mention it, but I didn't feel like there's any actual kill pressure to be picked up there. Lack going to heal, and see, their passivity is also just... Maybe it's going to change now, but earlier when Lack was just sitting on Cantina Bubble, A-hole was just sitting in the Cantina as Vader just full healing, and they just let him.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty crazy. I mean, obviously they've done well to make it to this point. They've had oh wow,
A-hole playing on the kill on a pretty much 1v2.
He just got smurfed on. Isaac went for the choke and then walked directly into a combo. That was well done, well done. And then I don't know. Yeah, I said this had the potential to be close. I don't think it's going to be very close at all. I guess Isaac. I thought Isaac and Rabbit had. They're a good duo, I think, but maybe I just haven't really paid into attention to how well or how hard their bracket's been. Because I honestly thought this would be much closer, but they've just been struggling very, very hard with A-hole and Lack.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected this to be this one-sided. And I feel like we can see Lack and A-Hole feeling quite confident here. They've been definitely putting a lot more pressure now.
Yeah, the first day I played against Lack, the man was doing everything at a level pretty well for somebody who has not played Jedi at all in years. So I definitely was. That's why it kind of was like this. These guys have the potential to go far. They actually did a very good job of exploiting the choker there. But that's the first, I think, solid kill I've seen by them so far. And I mean, this isn't how you do a 2-on-1.
Lack picking up a kill and trade. Isaac unable to save. Isaac's in a pretty bad spot here. He might. Lack doesn't push the issue. I feel like Lack was in a better position there to win that 1v1. Isaac's still in a terrible spot though. Lack very low on stamina. Lands on the building.
Yeah,
he tumbles.
A-Hole was still in though and got the choke onto Rabbit. So and now Isaac has no stamina. He's going to drop as well. I'm very surprised, to be honest. I mean, I knew A-Hole and Lack were a good duo, but this is very surprising to me. I mean, even in the 2-on-1s, like, Isaac does the correct thing and jumps in to get the attention of Lack, but the way Rabbit tried to capitalize on it is just not how you do it. And again, she's out of position. Lack is... And the save's going to come in... I lied. It's not. Isaac's not even... Like, again...
Oh, a great backslash by Isaac, and he knows him, but doesn't get to pick up the kill.
Yeah,
Lack must be very low. Now, we know they're feeling confident if they're still going to push with Lack being that low. We've known them to very much just back off. And
it's an 18 kill deficit. I think you can't... If you're going to ever throw away kills right now is the moment, which I'm pretty close to throwing away too. I don't know if they actually will, but... Lack
is definitely backing off now. Definitely doesn't want to have any of that. A-Hole is in. I can hear the Vader. It's a pretty split fight right now. Pretty much 2 1-on-1s.
Actually, Isaac's made it over to Rabbit, but I mean, Rabbit's again against a choker here.
Pretty good saber throw by Isaac. Almost caught Lack there.
Yeah, and Rabbit didn't go.
Oh,
Rabbit
is. She falls off. She's lucky.
Yeah, it's gonna save her life.
Oh, but she tumbles. Isaac's near though. Good save by Isaac. He should be able to get the saber throw.
Wow. Ooh, they're gonna get the kill. Actually, like that was the correct way to do it because you got them all on the ground, and it's impossible for the choker to.
Short of they keep bullying the choker, they should get a free kill. He's tumbled.
Yeah, he's down. Yeah, short of a choker getting a miraculous dash attack or something like that, it's pretty hard for him to save in that type of scenario. That's where you want it. You want to get them all in a bad position and force the choker to be the one that has to do something. A-Hole is actually
meant to do that. It looks like he hit push again when he meant to saber throw Lack there earlier when Lack was very low.
A-Hole is actually swapped to Anakin.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Isaac and Rabbit are putting a bit more pressure now, so maybe he's opting to...
Lack is destroying his teammate.
Pause, or...
I don't...
Apparently
okay,
not.
well, I'm only going to eat saber throw damage, but that was interesting.
Yeah, the way Lack kind of just sat there, I couldn't tell if that was just BM or actual pausing, because he kind of just sat there in a very bad spot.
I guess it's BM. I don't even know, like, I don't even know if it's BM. Like, why are you destroying your teammate?
Well, yeah, that too. And then, like, is there any reason to crouch to your teammate that you probably are in comms with, but let alone in a tournament with, to be like, oh, I'm sorry? Like, he knows you didn't do it on purpose. This isn't the Abyss, you know? Like, you don't have to crouch after you wreck your teammate. Like, so, does it look like Lack is healing here? Yeah, Lack's healing in the arena, and I have a feeling Isaac and Rabbit are... If they are going to push them, they're going to be a while. A-Hole jumping in with Lack nowhere near, so it's kind of risky. That'd be a 1v2. Sure.
I think I'm just gonna let him onto the arena for freaking Lack. Actually, I don't even know if he was
Lack
aware.
is in a bad spot here, but
that's not how you play that.
There's been so many. They could have just pushed him off more, and
there's been so many 2-on-1 scenarios where that is it's just played incorrectly. They both go in at the same time with either sprint attack or aerial, or they don't time it perfectly. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. I don't normally see that type of play, but
And we've heard a lot of talk about how Isaac and Rabbit probably have the best chemistry here, given how long they've been a duo. But it's just you're not really seeing it here in this match. It's like Black's gonna go take it to Heroes because he maybe wants to heal more. He should be full HP though, I would guess.
Maybe he just doesn't want to play on Arena for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but yeah. We've had a reverse here where the heroes are actually shadowing the villains.
Yeah, and actually, based on score, Heroes are actually, based on this last part, Heroes are actually making a comeback. It's 9. I mean, it's still a big deficit, 9-24, but it's a lot better looking than I believe we were at like at some point, like 5-21.
Even then, though, still like, I don't see them making too much of a difference in the overall finish. I don't know what Lack was doing there. I'm not entirely sure why he's alive. I guess A-Hole was in position.
There, and Rabbit was nowhere near.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts that Lack can do something like that and get away with it.
Looks like we have a bit of a slowdown here again. No, they didn't break all the health droids. They only broke 2 in Heroes Corner, 1 in City, the one by Heroes Corner, and I believe that's really it. Maybe the one in
I think the one below Arena. I think the one below Arena is dead. I could be incorrect on that.
Rocket is still there. The one in Arena is still there. The one just outside Arena is still there.
Whoa,
she's going to kill onto A-Hole.
That was away. Oh, and that's a beautiful backslash from Isaac. There we go. That's more what I expected from this duo. Rabbit capitalized on A-Hole messing up a jump, and then Isaac was right there with the support. That was really
we hear the Vader coming back out. They realize that letting Rabbit play to her aggressiveness is not going to be what's working for them. So they are bringing down the gap. It's only 13 now, and it's it's getting to that point where the single-digit deficit.
Yeah,
it's getting near again.
Rabbit's actually been able to, I think, play a little bit more like Rabbit and not have to worry about whether or not passitivity is good. I think they both just got hit by Saberthos there, though. That was rough.
Yeah, it looks like Isaac's trying to heal what he can.
They're both on the ground right now, which is not a good thing. They're going to get up, it looks like. Actually,
oh, she's going to get A-Hole here.
Yeah.
Or Lack, my bad. Yeah, she gets both of them pushed. He's tumbled. I don't know if they can capitalize on it. I think he knows him.
Yeah, he's going to at least hit him with a dash attack, but it's not going to... He did damage. I think Rabbit's finally getting to play like Rabbit, and you're seeing it work out a little bit better. She's doing really well towards the end of this. Half... Whatever you want to call it.
12-24 now. Definitely a lot more doable. Even if they trade 1-for-1 for here on out,
she's heading towards Hero's Corner. She's coming back now, I think, making sure Isaac gets out, maybe. I don't know. But the villains are actually chasing this time around. Isaac's still going. They're both still going, actually.
I believe Isaac just wants to heal a bit, and so he's just going to get chip healing from as many droids as he can. Meanwhile, the villains shadow them, but the villains aren't going to really let them do that. The next, or the nearest one...
We're back to the same scenario.
Yeah. The nearest one is an Arena, which villains had the only route there, so...
She's out of position, and Black's got line of... Or not Black, A-Hole has line of sight, and Isaac's not in a position to help. That's I understand the need to heal, but you're breaking up what was going really well for you there. Maybe they'll go back to it now that she's back in.
I believe Isaac is one that's low.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're correct.
But you can definitely see Rabbit is, like you said, getting to play like Rabbit. She's being a bit more aggressive. So, Lack and A-Hole just taking it back to Job Group there. Not wanting to play in City at all. I believe they're just going to take this chance to heal now. I think Isaac will totally accept that and just heal.
Yeah, I think I don't think they have any issues going for that.
But they destroyed the health droid over in Hero Spawn now. Black and A-Hole did. They got their use out of it, definitely. Isaac healing in the Arena. I'm surprised Rabbit's playing so far back on Arena.
I'm not. I think this is very typical.
Well, at first, just play forward to be the lookout and know exactly where they are. Not
but
playing so far back off right from the start is, oh, Isaac's tumbled here. Rabbit has to
Yeah,
do something,
Rabbit,
but she's not really in a good spot to do much.
She is at
but-
least going to get him off the roof,
Yeah.
though.
All that healing that Isaac just got is now been
Gone,
avoided,
yeah.
but realistically, he's now avoided a death because of it. So, and they're not gonna let him heal there.
Black or A-Hole's once again trying to digress onto Rabbit, but Rabbit this time. Ooh, that was really close.
Oh,
and
great
that's
push
a double
by Rabbit.
push.
Did she
Yeah.
get the second push off? He does. As long as they don't mess each other up here, this is a free kill.
Yeah. No, the A-Hole managed to get a jump there, and I think he's gonna make it in the arena.
I mean, still a 1 for nothing. Something you want, but no, if you
Black,
can't, you definitely would want.
That's not what you want. Again, a 2-on-1 that's going pretty haywire. There we go. They're gonna end up capitalizing on it, but.
So do they trade 1 for 1 there? I believe, right at that part.
It's 2 for 1 overall, but yes. 1 for
Yeah. 14 to 26. Now it's still not the prettiest scoreline, but if they could just pull out 6 more kills in the time that villains pull out 4, it's not too bad.
That was all started by Lack trying to get really aggressive onto Rabbit, and Rabbit just used the Moisture Evaporator for a line of sight really well. She did not use her block very well.
Oh, Rabbit dropping off there, I feel like it's not good for Isaac.
We're about to find.
Oh, we do see Sparks. He tumbles.
Oh, what a sprint attack!
This should be a free kill. This should be a free double. No, I believe. Oh, maybe not. I'm surprised A-Hole just didn't opt to just run away instantly after he knew Lack was dead. Now he's dead for it as well.
Yeah, they're making it back.
He gets a backslash off, almost kills her. Lack is in,
and he's dead. Yeah, he did.
Oh, they're aware of this, and I believe.
I mean, he pushed. He tried to capitalize on it. So.
And Rabbit, yeah, she actually they end up getting a double kill now.
Yeah, again, like Rabbit's getting to play like Rabbit, and it's making it. They're playing so much better now that she's not playing extremely passive.
I believe it's 17 to 27 now.
Let me see here.
18 plus.
Yes, it's 27 to 17. But Rabbit again.
Rabbit in the best spot. I think Isaac should.
I think the main knock I have to have for Rabbit so far is it seems like there hasn't been any map awareness. She jumped right into 2 villains. That's the only big knock I can really give to her. It's that she jumped, directly into them. There was no doubt about where they were and where she was at. So
yeah, it's now 17 to 28, but I mean that's a way better scoreline than seeing 6 to 24. You know?
Yeah, it was they've definitely made a great comeback, and they're playing much better. If Rabbit doesn't have a few unfortunate deaths from she doesn't know that they're there, this is a much different
scoreline. But doesn't hold on to it. A-Hole could be in a really bad spot here now.
That was an interesting jump up, definitely for sure, but he's going to get out.
I mean, if they could just pull out 3 more kills than the heroes, they're honestly not in a terrible spot.
But
I believe Isaac is dead here.
He just caught Isaac out of position. Did what Isaac normally does to other players. Actually, he came in and caught him completely unaware.
Choked
That's a team choke, and that is not a dash attack that you want. Oh,
she actually didn't even kill the choker, but Isaac cleans it up, and then
Isaac did clean it up, and
Lack's still alive. Does she die from the saber throw? She doesn't.
Yeah, so now she's really low. The choker just spawned in. Isaac
is now probably in a spot. He definitely doesn't want to be in. Oh, but
he's still up.
Oh my. Okay. They clean up the kill. That was very close. I mean, 18 to 30 is still a lot more doable than what they were going at from the beginning.
Yeah, that was a good comeback for sure. It definitely started to close up a lot. I think Lack and A-Hole finally were kind of like, oh, hang on a second.
Yeah, I might have gotten a little bit complacent with seeing the score line.
Lack putting up some decent numbers to say. I think Rabbit finally got to turn around and play like she wanted to, and you can see that in the scoreboard where she has the most kills.
Lack getting that damage reduct, a 14 kill streak. And I believe he went 14-0 off to start, so then you have to realize after they finally killed him with that reduck, he ended up actually really going 7-8 pretty much. Clinch at 13?
No, clinch at
No, it would be
19.
clinch at 19. I don't know where you got 13.
Now
Unless you read that as 13.
It's time to see if Rabbit will do what I don't think I've ever seen either A-hole or her do and take over a game. If she can choke well, I think we're gonna see them do really well. So let's.
Isaac's still throwing a saber, but I'm pretty sure Rabbit has already decided she's playing the game.
Yeah, she's already in.
She's already pretty much on jaw groove with them. So
we're gonna see Rabbit in a 2-on-1 and like, I'm getting a kill. Oh, wait, we've started?
I'm gonna go free cam because I can really expect this to be very, very passive off the start. Especially as Lack and A-hole on the heroes. I believe this will come up to Rabbit playing a very good aggression. Lack going around and destroying health droids, it seems. Looks like, yeah, they're just gonna go probably regroup around arena and just on the way destroy all the health droids that they can.
And Rabbit's just gonna heal because I think she ate at least one saber throw. So
yeah, she's just
they're all cool with that. Kind of interesting that we're seeing a swap of strats per se. I think that you're going to see A-hole and Lack actually take out all of them, but the heroes both times have destroyed health droids. And yeah, it looks like we might meet back at the normal play area, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, Rabbit
making an aggressive play.
Yeah, it did not work out at all. That was interesting.
Felt like it could have been okay, but I don't think Isaac was somehow on the same page with her. She went in and just looked like Isaac wasn't ready to follow up on it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any reason to dash attack. I mean, if it catches the player off guard, it looks good, but you're in a tournament where most players aren't going to fall for that, I feel like, and yeah, once you dash attack like that, you're kind of screwed because of the way it ends for Anakin, and he can't do anything for like that half to a second, and you're just like dead then.
This is the start you want to start off on. You don't want to be making mistakes like that, and really, you just when you're already at a deficit, you can't be giving up free kills like that.
Yeah.
A bit of saber throwing. I think Lack eats one saber throw there, but I'm not sure. Harder to tell in free cam. Lack probably killing Isaac here in this 1v1. Not even close. Rabbit's here. I think she might trade it.
Yeah, but Lack is right, or not Lack. A-hole's right here.
Yeah, A-hole also makes
one, and not only is a 2-for-1 ideal for heroes if it's the opposite way, they got a 2-for-1 for themselves. So it's not bad in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. That's definitely what they can't be. They can't even be trading. They need to be winning fights. No one's really split. I'm surprised Lack and A-hole didn't make a choice to probably going to Rabbit there. She was tucked away in that corner and Cellular Jawgroof, and now taking it to the city, it looks like.
Yeah, I believe that Lack and A-hole have been hit at least once by a saber throw each.
Ooh, did Rabbit take 2 hits there? I believe she did. Isaac making actually a pretty good aggressive play here. He looks like he should clean up Lack.
Yeah, he's down now, though. That aerial is actually going to be what seals the deal, I think, there. Oh, he actually got up on top.
Yeah, he actually managed, yeah, I guess it's away here.
They're having a lot of trouble locking A-hole.
Yeah, they probably finally pick up the kill. It looks like they shouldn't have taken that long to get that kill. That's what they need, though. They need these 2-for-0s. They can't be trading even.
Yeah, it's a decent start. It's something you can build off of. You know, try and get the momentum working towards your favor.
It's now 3-for-3 this
half. Lack elected not to spawn because that was more than 15 seconds. Lack was out of commission. So I
Yeah, you
think
probably
Rabbit
don't want
and
to be
Isaac are seeing what droids have been destroyed because I'm pretty sure both of them are lit. Isaac definitely is, and
Yeah, I believe every droid is probably destroyed, honestly, except for maybe that hero's spawn.
which they're going to run into Lack and A-hole there. So
Yeah, it looks like literally every health droid is destroyed for the most part. That's a very interesting choke, but doesn't kill him, but she probably definitely gets quite a bit of chip damage off. I'm surprised Isaac just didn't push there. Would have had to tumble onto him. Rabbit's in a bad spot.
that was a really interesting aggressive play. She kind of, I guess, she was hoping Lack wouldn't do anything, but he's going to push her, and it's going to result in a double kill for the heroes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that just... I think Rabbit had the right idea, but she just became very unaware of the fact that there was somebody behind her.
Yeah, you have to expect a push if you're going to go for that kind of play. They're not just going to let you walk by and go for whoever you... But she was also going towards the Luke, which is usually the harder one, I think, to grab a hold of, and... Yeah, I don't know. She had a plan, and it didn't work out, unfortunately. And that jump there is definitely not going to work out either. She's tumbled. It is going to bait A-hole, but...
Great push by Lack, but fortunately it didn't actually push A-hole.
Yeah, because I think there is a mechanic in at least this part of the game, or version of the game, or whatever you want to call it, where if somebody gets tumbled, there's like a split second where they can't untumble, from a hit.
Yeah, like they're literally like locked into what they're doing.
Yeah, and, that was that timing that Lack hit there.
Yeah. Quite unlucky, but I mean, they're still in a good spot. They're still winning.
Yeah. And, I mean, Lack isn't letting up on them. He's staying right there with them.
Rabbit's probably dead here. Oh, they don't?
They
They don't even saber throw, I don't think.
Yeah. A-hole jump for some reason. I'm surprised Lack didn't, but yeah, definitely guaranteed he would stay alive. Or she would stay alive. But that time, she's not going to. That's, again, caught out of position, I feel like. And Lack aerial Isaac? I missed it.
I believe Isaac was just, since he was backing away, Lack's aerial just humbled him. He was looking towards the hero's corner spawn from right there, which I don't even think as any character would work. It's your block. Rabbit's in, but so is Isaac. Isaac R1ing it out. He tumbles because of it. He's going to take 2 saber hits.
A lot of free damage there.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and get aggro, and it looks like it might actually work out.
He's got Lack, or A-hole tumbled, I believe, right? And Rabbit's behind Lack.
They didn't have any tumbles there, but then Rabbit's not going to be able to get anything off this, maybe? She's still trying to get something out of it. We're going to go... Oh, Isaac is going to get one. It's going to be a trade. 1-on-1, and Rabbit's tumbled. Oh, but
she couldn't get the backslash off. I felt very close. This definitely isn't the winning formula for them, though. They're still losing this side.
Yeah.
And if it was the first half, they're still just losing the side. It's 5-9.
This is like I said. I think Isaac just isn't even
picked off.
Yeah, he's by himself, and he's not even looking for the heroes. I felt like. I mean, I think he had tabs on A-hole. That's again a 2-for-1. The gap's not getting any closer, and it's going to extend even more.
6-12. This is not going how Isaac and Rabbit want it to.
I was going to say, I think that Lack and A-hole's hero side is extremely strong, and they're making a bunch of questionable plays on top of that. The plays I don't think I ever see these guys make unusual. So it's working perfectly for A-hole and Lack.
Black actually made a... I don't know if that was an aggression attempt, or I don't know what that was, but he kind of jumped in between them, but not into a good spot. But he does get out with 0 damage taken.
Whoa, what a dash attack. That got both? That
yeah, she
was
kills
nice.
A-hole with the damage, and then Lack was running, so it tumbled him.
Like says stop.
Well, a little bit... Well, as I say that, I was going to say a little bit of a slowdown in the match, but it looks like aggression is now coming forward.
Yeah, Rabbit's trying to definitely catch these guys' positions. He's going to catch Lack, but I mean, the push is there.
I believe... No, Isaac didn't tumble here. Black, not in a very good spot, but nobody actually picks up the kill. I've got a reset of a fight. Isaac's tumbled, I believe he dies.
Yeah, and Rabbit wasn't there with the choke.
The Heroes only need 6 to totally clinch the match. Rabbit's gonna greed for the kill. Oh, actually, it works.
Yeah, this is that she was in a position where she wasn't going to get tumbled, and I mean, you're playing that unfortunately she's still going to go down. It looks like. But Lack screws up, and she's going to launch him for his efforts.
So what happened there? Was Isaac not in?
I think Lack was too worried about Isaac coming in, and on top of that, he had to jump to get to her, and he was just too slow, and then Tumble came through, and Rabbit was there to capitalize.
Like my thought process there was that she got tumbled by Isaac being on jog roof, so I don't know how Lack became into a position to where Isaac wasn't there to just push him if he was even.
Yes, Lack was. Yes, Lack had no stamina. Obviously, that's why he jumped. But I'm saying he was looking away from Rabbit on top of that, so he was too slow and worried about the opponent that was behind, that wasn't possibly even there.
Putting some damage out, she gets out alive.
Yeah, she's actually stayed alive really well. I don't know if her luck's going to continue, and it's fortunately not going to.
A bit of relentless aggression. Which, especially when somebody's out of stamina, you just need to do that. You just need to kind of bully them.
Yeah. Oh, that was
great dash attack by Isaac. Please don't greed for it. Well, he does, actually, but
yeah,
as long as Rabbit saves him, she does.
Yeah, but he definitely took a lot of damage, and I don't know if they have any droids.
I believe only the one in the hero spawn is the only droid. Which obviously I don't believe they would go to, so.
Lack is actually in.
So 12 to 15, and while the score is close, it's a little far for them. They need 18, whereas Heroes only need 4, yeah, to clinch. You've got some ground to make up.
It's still possible. I mean, we saw how they, towards the second half of the first side, got into it, but things like that aren't going to work. She's going to be so far away from Isaac now. Isaac's kind of, I think, the vulnerable one here. Although, we're going to get Lack out of position. Oh, A-hole almost had a great aerial. Oh, and probably Isaac not intentional, but that was she landed literally in Lack's lap.
Yeah, honestly, Lack and A-hole have been doing once they get them out of position, they've been doing a really good job at just keeping up the pressure, not letting them get away.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to adjust soon. It's still possible, but they're going to have to fix what is going wrong.
Rabbit now in the middle of them, attempting to put pressure on the Lack, save Isaac. I think they'll reset here now.
Again, Isaac's still low. If he gets hit by a straight throw, it's over.
I believe that's what A-hole's really aiming for right here.
seeing things slow down while Lack and A-Hole try to take advantage of Isaac's low health and the reluctance from those guys to play aggro, and then the one aggro push does get punished. Lack is going to get tumbled here, but I mean, A-Hole, I thought was in a perfect position to stop that.
Wait, bounces off the building.
Yeah, that was actually really good for. And then A-Hole's just going to stare at an aerial. Yeah, A-Hole is actually, that was kind of on him. He was in a perfect position to keep Black alive, and not only did he fail to do that, he didn't go. Even
Is
Isaac's
that
kind of
Isaac
like,
BMing? 14 to 17. Oh, Isaac gets slung across the jog roof.
Yeah, it's going to result in a kill for
them.
them. Yeah.
And he should be dead here.
Dead.
Don't mess this up, Isaac.
Even he thought it did for a second. He chased after the falling body, but
I was worried that he was going to start going to combo choked body and actually just push it over the edge and then let him get away.
Ooh, my lord. They're playing with fire with these saber throws, and Isaac's actually just going to take the high ground, but it didn't result in any tumbles, and he's still really low.
Yeah, 16 to 17. Heroes are still leading, but I mean, man, they gotta get 14 kills in the time that Heroes get 2. It's not looking very likely. Especially given that Isaac is the very smallest amount of HP.
Black, or A-Hole, I mean, is screwing up, though, but it is just going to be a bait, ultimately, and Rabbit's going to go down as well. I think that's it. Yeah. A very well-played game to A-Hole and Lack, and a lot of uncharacteristic, I feel like, gameplay from Isaac and Rabbit. That was... Yeah, that was not what I feel like I watch most of the time when I see those two play.
We had 18 to 30, and then 19.
Yeah, GG's all around. So it was...
That is, what, 34?
49 to 34, yeah?
They definitely